name is Zakia Ringgold, and if you are checking in on the Baraka Clan channel, welcome to the broadcast. Today we are going to be doing a DIY moisturizing foot scrub that you can use if you have some really cracked up toes or if you just want to give yourself a little bit of self-care. So if you want to know how to do that, be sure to stick around. I'm going to play this quick video so that I'm able to make sure that you all can see what I think you are seeing. Put in the comments where you're from, and then I'll be right back and you'll be looking right down at this table. All right. Hey, Cheryl. I see you have checked in on the Periscope side from Philadelphia, but hello there. How are you? So, guys, this is going to be a little bit of a quicker broadcast than what we normally do, but I have all of the ingredients laid out right here for us on the table. And so Illinois is here. Before I get started, let's go ahead and do a little run through of who all is here. So I see I'm Not Too Cool too. Oh, is Facebook still having issues with the whole commenting situation? That could be a little bit of a problem. That could be a minor problem. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Because you guys are commenting. However, I'm getting nothing on the comment side here. So let me come this way and see if I can pull it up another way. Hey, John, very good to see you. So what you see on my table are actually all of the ingredients that we are going to need in order to make our very own DIY moisturizing foot scrub. And especially in the summertime, I think as we were leading up to this, we started saying, get your feet ready for the beach. This will most definitely do that for you. We're also going to be doing an unboxing, guys, and our unboxing is going to help us to see what it's like to get a really large package from Baraka Shea Butter. So you guys have seen me with the smaller DIY packs. I got a huge box because I absolutely positively love their shea butter. Now, I have went to one page and I can see that there's 13 of you there. However, if you haven't commented, you gotta type something in so that I know that you're here and I can shout you out. I can thank you for joining, but I'm making sure that I'm actually able to see what it is that you all are seeing. But you know, we're just gonna let it ride. And if you decide to comment, that'll be even better. Now let me come over here and just test out really quickly. And then we're going to get started. We're going to rock and roll and all that. Because see, it's showing me that I have about 92 people. Which is odd that none of you said anything. We can't have a show without Paige. Paige is in school. Paige is in school. And then tonight I'm actually going to see my friend to see her perform on stage, which is very cool. Her name is Birdie, guys. So send her some good vibes only. Lady CR is here. Good to see you, my dear. So let's talk about what we have on this table because it's pretty interesting. I think so, at least. So of course we have our shea butter. That's going to be our base to give us some moisturizing qualities. And we also have some Epsom salt. You guys know Epsom salt is extremely soothing and it helps to slough off. Girl, you giving me that Alfred Woodard Crooklyn vibe with the hair. You like my hair? We always get off track when we start talking about my hair. Hey there, Special. Very good to see you. We also have some hemp seed oil. Now, this is a little bit different from the recipe that you all are going to have access to, but that's because I ran out of some of the ingredients. So being a formulator that I am, I have repurposed some ingredients. What we're looking for is the moisturizing quality as well as the conditioning from whatever soft oil that we use. This soft oil is also going to help to break up the shea butter. It is growing like weeds. Like weeds. Now, for the recipe you can use Pumice Stone. You can use a a poppy seed, what you're looking for is that exfoliating quality that you would get from whatever that seed is. So what we're using actually is a blue bentonite clay seed. So that's what this is, and it's also going to give us a really nice color inside of our recipe. Then we also have our Peppermint Essential oil here. You're definitely not going to need this much, but I figured it's probably easier to put it in this little container than it is to try and pull out the whole thing, because I have a 32-ounce container of Peppermint Essential oil. But Peppermint Essential oil is a great one for this, especially for the feet. Then you're also going to need a little container that actually has a wide enough opening so you'll be able to stick your hand in there and get enough of the DIY, the foot scrub, and put it on your feet. Don't worry, this is not that broadcast. I will not be putting my feet up on this table to give you a live demonstration. I'm going to have to ask you to use your imagination and actually make this at home yourself to see that far. You also are going to need a kitchen scale, and that's just so that you don't waste a lot of ingredients. You're also going to need a spatula. Depending on the size of your containers, this will help you to scrape things out so that you don't waste any of your ingredients. I have a larger one because that's what we're going to use to scoop all of our material out of the bowl and into our smaller container. And then we have a little dropper bottle. You do not need a whole lot of essential oil, guys. What you are going to need is just a few drops, and these drops are so tiny, and you don't want to overdo it with essential oil, guys. Essential oils are highly concentrated plant material. And so if you don't have a carrier for them in the form of a hemp seed oil, a sweet almond oil, a shea butter, you never want to put them directly on your skin because it could burn, or you could have some contraindications. So make sure you're using a very small amount. Hey Zakia, it's Wayne. Hi from Baraka Land. I'm at the warehouse preparing orders to ship tomorrow. Well, hello Wayne. We've got something special. We're actually going to be doing an unboxing today. So fancy. I don't know if you guys know, but maybe about 2 broadcasts ago, I was scrapey on my package of Baraka Shea Butter. And for some reason, the TSA, the FDA, Customs, the USPS, they just were all against me having shea butter. But it has landed. I have got my shea butter, guys. It's pretty incredible. It's pretty fantastical. So we'll be doing an unboxing of that in a moment. In a moment, we shall. So, and then you're also going to need a bowl. And then I also have our trusty, don't do that. I have our trusty blender. You need a hand blender. You don't necessarily need one. If you want to work your arms out, that's absolutely fine. You can do that as well. But I like to be fancy, kind of feel like I'm in the kitchen, but not really. All of that. So now that we know what we're going to use, let's go ahead and use it, shall we? Yes, we shall. Another thing, if you get these DIY shea butter kits, did you see when I cut mine open? You don't necessarily have to do that. There is a nice, simple pull tab. Jeanette, when I came from Dallas, good question, good afternoon and good evening. How are you? I love Cannabis 2020. But Jeanette, when I came from Dallas, I had 4 of these in my suitcase. It was a carry-on. And according to TSA, you're not allowed to have that in your carry-on. And of course, they took it. And then there was another shipment of shea butter that was on its way to me. It never made it past customs. So this is actually my 3rd time trying to get my shea butter here, and it landed. It was me. I'm telling you, it was all me. But the last time that thank you guys for tapping that screen over there on the Periscope side. If you have not already said hello, what are you waiting for? I can't say hi to you if I don't know you're here. If you haven't given us some emojis over on the Facebook side, there's really not much. Everything is everything. Your broadcast is nice and clean. Well, That's great to know. I can't say hi to you if I don't know you're here. So put in your name and where you are from so I can shout you out. And thanks for watching. So one thing, when I first got this, of course, I don't read so fast, so well, so quick, or anything. So there's actually a little tab on the back that you can pull and not have to cut it open like I did. Don't do that. And when you pull that tab, it comes right apart. Hey, Cassandra, how are you? Hey, Frazier. Hey, enjoy all you do. Thank you so much. I'm very happy to have you here. Frazier on the Facebook side, all the way from the other side of the pond known as Scotland. So I think that means we are broadcasting right now on 4 continents, which is very, very cool. So don't cut your shea butter open, guys. Pull the tab. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, the kitchen scale, we're going to use that in order to measure out. I'm going to put this stuff right here. We're going to measure out our shea butter on here. And you only need about 2 ounces. This recipe, as a matter of fact, guys, if you are wondering, we have learned. The recipe for this will be available. It is actually live right now. So let me show you where that is. You can head over to bit.ly/happysouls1 and that will take you right to the link. It gives you all of the measurements, all of the ingredients that you're going to need, and now you're getting a chance to actually watch me make it. So look at God, look at that. Somebody look at that. All right, I'm going to put that up there so you know where you can find it. You probably don't need my little soap. We don't need Bubble Bay up there right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get our shea butter measured out. Look at that. So incredible. All right, so we're going to go ahead and scoop this out. I love this all of you that are sharing, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my phones are just a buzzing away. I'm going to actually double this because I have a larger container and I'm going to measure out 4 ounces instead of 2. But for an at-home recipe, guys, you really don't want to overdo it and make this really large batch because the recipe does not have a preservative in there. So with no preservative being in there, there is a chance that you could have some not so niceties growing in there. So a small recipe like the one that's on the website is enough that'll get you through a week with no chance of any negative ninnies happening. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have our softened shea butter. So it's not really softened, it's more room temperature. And so we have our 4 ounces. The recipe that you guys have is going to be 2 ounces of shea butter. I'm going to move this just so it's not distracting. I'll put it back up there towards the end. So after you have your shea butter, you're also going to go ahead and add in your hemp seed oil, which is this one here, or your sweet almond oil, or your avocado oil, or your olive oil. The purpose of this is to help to have some portion of liquid in your recipe. Then we're going to go ahead and scrape and get all of that goodness out. Our oils do us no good in the containers, guys. So get it into your bowl so that you can get it onto your soles. I'm telling you, I be dropping all kinds of lyrical bars on these streams. All kinds. I'm waiting for somebody to sign me. Come on, Diddy, where you at? So I'm going to use my... Now you can look at how soft this is. And I can actually take it off the scale because everything else has already been pre-measured. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking my tiny spatula and I'm just kind of incorporating the shea butter in with the hemp seed oil. Whatever soft oil you have will work absolutely fine, guys. You can use olive oil, avocado. I wouldn't use castor oil. Castor oil is a bit thick for this. The same with Jamaican black castor oil. You can use sunflower oil, jojoba oil. All of them would be really, really well. But do you see how this just kind of mashes up? So I'm going to kind of push that off and get it in. Just like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put in our Epsom salt. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little. I'm not going to sprinkle all of it. And we're also going to do our bentonite clay beads. Look at that. It's adding a nice little hue of blue. The recipe that you have is going to call for pumice powder. I ran out of pumice powder. So we're actually using this, and this will give us a nice exfoliation on our heels. So what are we trying to achieve? Happy soles and happy toes. And hopefully we'll get that with this. So then we're just going to take and I'm going to mute you guys so it's not like all up in your ear. How about that? See, I'm thinking about you. I care about you. And oh, you guys are commenting. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'll come back and get your comments. Oh, I didn't mute you. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Sorry for being so loud in your ear. I'm so sorry for being so loud in your ear. So I want you to see what that consists. Do you see how that whips up? Now, if you want it to be a little looser, you can add another ounce of a liquid oil if you choose. I kind of like it this consistency because we still have to add in the remainder of our Epsom salt and the remainder of our seeds. That's going to thicken it up, and I like a really rough feel so that when I'm actually putting it on the back of my feet, it's sloughing off any of the dead skin, but that shea butter as well as the hemp seed oil or avocado, whatever oils you put in there, are putting in that moisture. So it's exfoliating and it's conditioning. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's the dance when we got a winner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our pipette. Let that focus, as Paige would say. That was our word of the week last week. And I'm going to put 5 drops right into the Epsom salt. And a lot of you may be wondering, well, why are you putting it into the Epsom salt? Well, that will help the scent to adhere a little bit better than putting it directly into the butter. So I'm going to just now sprinkle our additional Epsom salt right in there, and it smells amazing. All right, so there is all of the Epsom salt, and we still have our beads. Bentonite beads. Bentonite beads. What? Bentonite beads. All right, so we'll go ahead and sprinkle I love the blue that this is giving our scrub. And what you would do, guys, is as soon as you get this, you can go ahead and start to use it. Now, remember earlier I started talking a little bit about preservatives. Now, this doesn't have any water content in there. However, if you're using this and you're right there at the tub, what could happen is you might get some water in it. And that's what causes bacteria to grow if you don't have a preservative. So as you can see, this is a really good consistency. I can still add just a little bit more of the bentonite seeds in here, which is what I think I'm going to do. Let me show you the consistency. It's a little bit thicker. Hopefully you guys, can you guys see that okay? I'll add just a little bit more. I love these. A fellow soap maker actually sent me these. Her name is Mary. She said she absolutely loves them. She puts it in her soap as well, which I think is pretty cool. And so that is all there is to it, guys. Simple enough. You guys think you can make that? You can make it and make it and make it. It's pretty cool. And the ingredients are all 100% natural. From the scent that we used with the Peppermint Essential oil, and then the Epsom salt, the shea butter, the hemp seed oil, all of those are 100% natural. So you're getting a great exfoliating treat for your feet. Get it? Exfoliating treat for your feet. You're also getting moisturizing and conditioning. All of you that have shared this out on Twitter, all of you that have shared this out on Facebook or just told a friend, thank you for doing that. My phone is constantly buzzing over here, letting me know that there has been some kind of share. So thank you for that. Now, what we're going to do is take and put it into a container that has a lid. And as you can see, the mouth is pretty wide open so that you can actually get your hand into it and scrape it out. So I'm going to use a larger spatula, guys. Is there a natural preservative we could use if we wanted it to last longer? That is an excellent question, Jeanette. There is a natural preservative. If you're going to use this at home and you are 100% certain that you are not going to get any water in there whatsoever, you don't need a preservative. If by chance you're sitting by your tub and you're giving yourself a little bit of self-care on your feet, then I would recommend using Lucidal, Leucidal. That is a natural preservative. The only problem with natural preservatives is there's not a lot of research on there. There's not a lot of scientific evidence on the different conditions that they do well in. However, that is one that is picking up a lot of traction for a natural preservative. But that's a great question. All right, so we're going to take our spatula. This looks amazing and so inviting. And we're just going to scrape it in. And scrape. Lucidal, yes. Not homicidal, lucidal. Looks like there were some places I didn't mix it all the way. Mix it all the way, guys. And there's nothing wrong with having a few extra bentonite beads in your foot scrub. Now, we could have done an emulsified scrub, which is where we would use some kind of an emulsifying wax. If that were the case, we would most definitely need a preservative. But this one is an all natural option. I overdid it. We overdid it, guys. There's no more room. There's no more room. I would bang it, but I'm not going to bang it. So that is our 100% natural Happy Soles, Happy Toes foot scrub. Hey, chocolate girl, how are you? Let me see. I think I have, you guys don't need me on screen anymore. I think I have the Lucidal under my table. Let me see. Let me get the right spelling for you. It's Leucidal. That would be a natural preservative for you. Here, hopefully you guys can see it. Leucidal. Right there. Alrighty, so now for the fun part. Did you guys enjoy the scrub? How many of you are going to actually try and make it? You should. I hope that you do. If you do make it, be sure to hashtag the Baraka Clan and let them know that you have made it. They'll be very excited. Again, the recipe for this is available right on the Baraka webpage. I did create a bit.ly link for all of you. If you go to bit.ly/Happy Souls, the number 1, all lowercase, the recipe as well as the instructions for how to make this are right there for you. Right there. All right, guys. So here is the best part. Now, I don't know if you know, but when you order from Baraka Shea Butter, depending on the size that you get, very much so. I'm going to try. Yes, Jeanette. That's what we like to hear. You can do it. You guys want to know what I did? I turned that on. Sorry. That's excellent. Excellent. All right, I'm going to move this stuff over I'd rather buy it. All right, you can head over to naturalsoapbyzakia.com. It'll be posted today because I think I made way too much as normal. All right. So when you order from Baraka Shea Butter, they actually send you the packages of the shea butter. This is heavy, guys. And the women who make the shea butter actually put their handprint inside. So we will no longer have to scrapey. Oh, Lord. Why can't I see the comments? That's something very funky happening over there, Chocolate Girl. Very, very funky happening over there. So I'm going to try and get this out this way by like just pulling. Now, this may have been beat up in customs. Who in the world? Who's calling me? Vanessa, I hope when you watch this, you know that I'm yelling at you, because you can see very clearly that I'm live streaming. All right, so we now have a huge block of shea butter. Now, I'm imagining this is where the handprint used to be. This is where it used to be, but this is 40 kilos of shea butter, guys. I cannot lift it. So that's why I had it on the table that way. Do you guys see? I won't need to get another thing of shea butter in the consistency. Look at how it just, oh my gosh, the softness of it. Look, I'm gonna put my fingers in there. That's now Soap Lady Z. Oh wow. So this was our delivery from Baraka Shea Butter. I am so excited. I am so very, very, very excited to make a whole lot of soap. You know, one of my best-selling bars is the Triple Butter Blend for that dry, here's my sock top hands. That's a lot of shea butter. But we go through about 20 pounds of shea butter in a month. So this should last me for quite a while. So let me bring you guys on so I can say bye-bye. I'm over here sweating. I'm working hard for the money. I'm so hard for it, honey. So this has been a really, really fun broadcast. We got a chance to show you guys a very simple DIY in the form of a foot scrub. We also got a chance to do a really quick unboxing of our Baraka Shea Butter. And a special shout out to our sponsor, Baraka. We met them at a soap conference, and it has been a truly, truly amazing relationship that has been developed. So I'm really excited. Is there a soap you would recommend for eczema? None of our soaps are formulated for eczema. Normally what happens when someone has eczema, I see you, Chocolate Girl. That's my dance for you. Boom, 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 boom. But what I will say is I have an all natural line of products. They include Triple Butter Blend. And the reason why I always call this one out, head over to Natural Soap by Zakia. There are about 37 reviews of people who have the most sensitive skin, problematic skin, dry skin, who absolutely positively love Triple Butter Blend. And that's because the way that it's formulated. It doesn't have any additional chemicals. It doesn't have any fragrances. It doesn't have any colors. It is made to condition your skin while it is cleansing your skin without stripping it. A lot of people that are on chemo definitely get this bar of soap, and that's because there are no additional additives. So I hope you all have enjoyed the broadcast, because I have had fun. I am going to enjoy some quality time and then also go and support a very near and dear friend of mine. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we're going to roll that beautiful bean footage. Bye, guys.